Hi there. Welcome to Craft with Kathie. Hi, this is Kathie from Craft with Kathie. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm coming at you from the suburbs west of Chicago, and I have an interesting project, and it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done an ink project, so I definitely want to do an ink project, but I also would like your opinion. I've been playing around a little bit with the nutcrackers, and I'm kind of betwixt and between. I'm not sure which one I like the most. So if you could drop me a line and tell me what you're thinking. I actually did two of the same design, the one with the peppermint candy. I did this the other day. And then today I was playing around and I wanted to do it in pastel. So I did it in pastel. I'm not done with this yet. I need to do the candy and some other things in here yet. But which one do you like the best? Let me know, because if you'd like to learn how to do the pastels, then I'll do a live with the pastels. But obviously I'm not quite finished with it yet. So just let me know what you think about it, and I'll see where we go from there. Okay, so I'm going to do an ink project, and it is on this lovely tote, and this is a large tote. This is actually a kit on the website, Comment Tote, T-O-T-E, and I will send you the link or the list of supplies. It is this lovely tote. It comes with this transfer that is the Holly Jolly Santa. And then it's stuck. There's two shimmer gold ink packets, a squeegee, and a little color tray. I'm not going to open this up because I have gold shimmer in my ink already, so I'll use something that's already open. I'm going to just put this on the side. And normally I use an ink mat, but my ink mat's in the other room, and I'm just going to use this cardboard. It's real easy on a tote. I like using the ink mats when I do t-shirts because it holds everything in place for me and just makes it much, much easier. Let me show you this tote. It's big, and it has a pocket. It's really, really cool. Get any ink on it. Look at how big this is. It's a little, whoops, it's 20, almost, it's 19 and a half inches wide. It has, I don't know if it's called a gusset at the bottom, so it's this nice wide bottom. It's nice and wide. And let me tell you how tall it is. It is actually, well, with the bottom, I'm not quite sure, right? If I brought the bottom up, I figure about 13 inches tall, maybe a little bit taller. And it's got these nice heavy-duty handles. I mean, this is a very, very well-made tote. It has a little pocket on the side, big enough to fit a bottle of wine, if you're so inclined. Wouldn't this be a great little gift or something? Oh, and it's got snaps at the top so you could snap it closed so nothing falls out. Wouldn't this be an adorable gift to fill up with treats and whatever else? I'm thinking of that bottle of wine, right? And gift it to someone. You don't even bother wrapping it in a package, just wrap it in the tote and make the tote part of the gift. It's really cute. It's under specials, so check it out. But if you want more information, just comment tote and I will get you the supply list. So I'm going to use this cardboard when I apply my ink so that the ink does not go through the transfer, through the first layer, and onto the second layer. I sincerely doubt it would because this is a real heavyweight canvas, but just in case, I am going to put that in there. Okay, let me get my cardboard in here. Oops, let me too many things at one time. Let's see, this is a big tote, so I want to make sure that I don't accidentally get any ink on it. Number one rule about inking is make sure your fingers are clean. Do not have any ink on your fingers when you go to lift up your transfer because you don't want to accidentally get it on your surface. Okay, where's my cardboard? Okay, so I'm going to put it vertically, and I want to go under the seam here. I don't want it to go too close to the bottom because I don't want it to be hidden by this, you know, this closed area. So I'm going to bring it up as high as I can on the top. So let me take this out, and I'm going to fuzz it on my fuzzing cloth. I could actually probably fuzz it on the tote itself. If you don't have a fuzzing cloth, you could use a towel, a sweater, a pair of jeans, whatever. But why you, oh wait, I'm using ink. Never mind. I'm working on fabric. Hello. You don't have to fuzz when you're going on fabric because you're putting it on fabric. You want it to fit nice and tightly to begin with. Okay, so I'm lifting this off of the backer sheet. It's adhesive back. Our transfers are made out of vinyl, which is the teal, and silkscreen, and you're actually seeing through the silkscreen to the surface below. So I'm going to put this vertically, and I want it centered between my two seams here. Oops. Just want to eyeball it a little bit first and see where I'm at, but I'm going to put it right underneath the little hem or the little seam at the top. And let's see, what do I have to measure with? About 1/4 inch more than that. And, well, that looks pretty good to me. Okay. Is it straight? It's a little crooked here. Let me lift and adjust a little bit. Okay, I think that's fine. I want to smooth it down nice and snugly. I don't want any air bubbles underneath it. Now remember, I've got the cardboard underneath. You could use an ink mat. Ink mat or cardboard is fine. I just want to make sure that it's totally under my transfer. Let me move that cardboard up. And there you go. Clean fingers, no ink on the fingers. And then I'm just using a squeegee to go across the transfer. I'm going to have to move that cardboard down. I've got it a little bit too high. I could see where it's not underneath my transfer here. I probably put it in wrong, right? Oh, I'll adjust it after I get this done. I don't want to go off my transfer. If you have any concerns about accidentally going off your transfer onto the surface, you can use our placement tape to make sure that you've got a little bit more of a margin so that you don't go off the edge. Or you could actually use like painter's tape or something like that. Or even washi tape. Now I've got an air bubble there and I'm not quite sure how that happened. I had this down nice and smooth. Something shifted on me. Maybe I should have had the ink mat underneath it. Okay. Let me just stretch that out and hold it in place a little bit. I've never had this happen to me before. My ink seems a little runny. It's kind of warm in here. I was cold. The temperatures have really dropped and I just haven't been able to quite warm up. which is kind of weird because it's above freezing, but I don't know. It was kind of cold the other day and I've just had the chills. I hope I'm not fighting anything off. I mean, I've known so many people that have got colds or coughs right now. It's kind of disturbing. Now we do have, with the kit, you get the transfer and of course the tote and the squeegee and everything that you need. But know that this transfer is reusable. So if you'd like to make multiple totes, the totes are available for sale. You could buy them individually. I'm getting a little close to that edge. I want to be careful here. And I'm going to scoot my cardboard down because I actually put it horizontally instead of vertically, so it's not far enough down. I want to be careful I don't get, I've got paste, I've got ink on my finger. I just spotted it myself. Let me wash that off. Always do a finger check. More ink. Shame on me, I know better. I usually keep a package of baby wipes around. They're just this for cleaning my fingers. Okay, so my cardboard's right there at the bottom. Okay, so that's good. Let me grab my squeegee and continue with this. And sometimes I go over it a little bit more. If the fabric seems like it's sucking up the ink, I'll go over it a few times because different fabric does different things. This is a heavyweight canvas, and I think it's taking it well. When I lift, I'll lift very slowly to make sure that I haven't missed any areas. I won't actually lift up the whole transfer. I'll do it slowly and check it as I lift, so that if I have missed an area, I can lay it back down and ink it again. Almost done. Can you see how quick and easy of a project this is? Wouldn't this just be amazing to give as a gift, like I said, filled with goodies for someone? And when they know that you made it yourself, how sweet is that? Looking for any light areas, scraping off any excess. Okay, finger check again. Let me just clean my fingers. If you'd like to see what's in the kit when you sign up to be a designer for only $99, stay tuned at the end and I'll post a pic and list the items included in it. You could always join for $10 without a kit though. Now, the difference between our ink and our chalk paste is chalk paste on many surfaces is washable. Ink, once it is heat set, it's permanent. And when you use our ink, it needs to be heat set with either an iron or a heat press. Lift slowly. Now make sure I don't have ink on my fingers here. I'm a little light right here. Lay that back down and come back over and hit this edge with a little bit more ink. Let's take another look. Finger check again. It's so easy to get ink on your fingers, but that's all you really have to do, is just make sure you don't have any when you lift it. Oh, it didn't really go there, unless it's just distressed. It might be distressed. I didn't look at the transfer that closely, honestly, to know if it was distressed or not. It must be distressed because I'm going right over it. Okay, so that's what's going on there. My Holly Jolly. My Jolly's good. My Holly's a little light. So let me clean my fingers once again and go back over the Holly. Give it a chance to absorb into the fabric. Finger check, I almost missed it. You see me making a mistake, call me on it. Sometimes I'm in such a hurry. I hope everyone's had a good week. It's the beginning of December. Started the first day of Christmas with chalk today, which means we have a special going on. Let me get right down to the bottom here, go over that a little bit more. First day of Christmas brings a select Pace individual packets for $1 per packet. So check them out, they're under specials. And tomorrow we'll have something that's $2, and the next day something for $3 for the third day of Christmas, etc. So check things out. I'll be posting as soon as I find out what's available and what's going on. Again, this might just be distressed here. I don't want to go off my edge. So we have got a really exciting 12 days of Christmas going on right now. We have a new perks pack for designers. If you've ever thought about what it would be like to be a designer, it's a blast. Great community of talented, helpful individuals. Great way to share and have a lot of fun and to make a little bit of extra money. You could do it part-time, you could do it full-time, you could do it to just save money on supplies if you're a maker. Everyone is welcome. If you're interested in finding out a little bit more of what it takes to be a designer, comment team, and I will send you a link to a video that tells you all about it. No obligation whatsoever. The eye is a little bit hard to see here. Let me go over that again and see how that worked. I was a little light. And I'm still a little light. To make sure I'm looking at the right eye. Okay. There we go. Holly Jolly Santa, what do you think? Isn't he adorable? So sweet. What a lovely gift for someone. Now, all I need to do is set this aside after I clean my fingers. Of course, I don't want to touch it and get any of my gold shimmer ink on my tote. Now, once this is heat set, it will be, you can wash it. If you don't want to wash something and you're putting it on a fabric and it won't be washed, like maybe a pillow or something, then you could use our paste. But anytime you want it to be permanent, something to be permanent that will be washed, you have to use our ink and then heat set it. So I'm going to set this aside to dry, and oh my goodness, that gold shimmer is so, so pretty. I'm wondering if I should just tack on a little pom-pom down here for the hat. It might look pretty cool. Okay, finger check. I've got it on my nails a little bit. Ooh, and my thumb has it. Got to be careful. So I'm going to set this aside to dry. You don't want to put anything on it until it's dry. And then once it's dry, I will heat set it with my heat press. If you don't have a heat press, you can use an iron. A heat press, just set it for the temperature associated with the fabric. And then you put the heat press on it and keep it moving around for 30 seconds. If you are using an iron, set it for the appropriate fabric. And first put a piece of parchment paper down. And then with your iron, move your iron around the surface for 4 minutes. Make sure that it's not scorching anything. And if you're doing other totes, make sure that the totes don't have any plastic inside them. This one does not, but you don't want to melt any plastic or anything, because some totes do have like plastic linings. Okay, I'm cleaning my transfer. I'm just using a board eraser to get off most of the ink here. Clean your transfer the same way for ink or for paste. Whoa. Then I'm going to take a disinfecting wipe to get off the remainder. And then put this aside, sticky side up to dry. And when it's dry, I could put its backer back on it and then store it away for the next use. Remember, our transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times or more with proper care. And proper care is really making sure you get the chalk paste or the ink out of the silk screen. This is going to have some sparkles left to it. It's just kind of the nature of the beast of shimmer paste or shimmer inks. But you want to make sure that you get it out of the silk screen. And if you're not sure if you have it all out, hold your transfer up to the light and make sure that you can see through the silk screen, that you don't have any globs of paste in it or ink in it anywhere. Sometimes your ink or your paste might stain your transfer just because of the pigment that's in it, and that's fine. It does in no way does it alter the usability of your transfer. It just doesn't look brand new and doesn't look as pretty, but it'll work fine. So you want to get all your paste or ink out. So I'm just scrubbing the ink out a little bit here. I usually go in a circular motion. I might want to go back over the top, over the top again and try and get some of that glitter out of there, or the sparkle, the shimmer, I should say. It's not really glitter. Then I'm going to come back over the back one more time and go over it in one direction to get off any of the fuzz or the lint from the tote that might be on it. Really quick and easy to clean your transfer. You could obviously clean this over at the sink. If you have a spray, so much the better. Or you could do it on your table like I am. Then I'm going to set this aside, sticky side up to dry, and once it's dry, then I'll put the little backer sheet back on it. Notice our new transfers, the side that is not the yellow, the white side, goes on the sticky side of the transfer once it's dry. And then I'll put it back in its little package, hang it up, and it's ready for the next use. You could just do a little assembly line of these and do a whole bunch of totes at once if you wanted to. How cool would that be? Or maybe you want to put this transfer on a t-shirt or on the back of a jean jacket. You could do whatever you want with it, right? Or make a sign. Make a sign for your entryway with the Holly Jolly Santa. How sweet would that be? Just some ideas there. Quick and easy, right? Not even a half hour, and we've got the tote inked, setting aside to dry, which might take a couple hours. I could actually hit it with the heat tool if I wanted to, but there's no rush. I'll just let it dry overnight, and then I'll press it in the morning. Remember, put your surface down, put a piece of parchment paper on top, and then use your heat press or your iron. If you have any questions for heat setting ink, just comment and I will get back to you. If you would like to be privy to some ideas, a little bit of inspiration and some inside information, comment VIP below and I will send you the link to my free crafting group. Everyone is welcome other than designers. Company policy prohibits us from having other designers in our private groups. So back again, what are we thinking? The wood look or the pastel? Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're into the pastel, I'll show you some of the tips and tricks between creating the pastels. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to check out the 12 Days of Christmas. Today is day 1. I'm sure you'll find something there that you'll absolutely love. Wow, look at what you get with the Perks Pack. 4 different transfers, 5 different surfaces. I see one of them happens to be the shadow box. 2 3-ounce jars of chalk paste, 1 in bright white, 1 in black velvet. 2 6-pack palette packs of chalk paste. 3 different tools and accessories. One-time activation Perks Pass, which entitles you to 40% off retail pricing. You'll be privy to special promos, and you get admission to an amazing community of creators. A great way to make a little money on the side, or if you wanted to do it full-time, you could do that. Or if you just want to save money on your supplies, you're also more than welcome. If you'd like more information, comment team. I'd love to see you on my team. I'm here to help you out and mentor in any way that I can. Thank you for joining me. I will see you soon.